Brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. Sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustle on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.
There's a very real possibility that Chrisean Rock could be getting arrested for murder soon. The same day Chrisean Rock announced that she's moving out the country, we learned that homicide detective interesting Chrisean Rock asking people questions about her.
Well, no, I did not know he was talking. Is that what he just said? Am I tripping? Is that what he just said?
There's a very real possibility that Chrisean Rock could be getting arrested from there. The same day Chrisean Rock announced that she's moving out of the country, we learned that homicide detectives have taken an interesting, and they're asking people questions about her.
Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, child. Moving out the country. Oh
In
God.
how many months?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
For real. Yep.
Yep, we're moving out. Case with me.
I want to take out so many details. Why you do that?
You posted it.
Let's rewind a little bit so you guys got the full context. Chrisean Rock has an ex-boyfriend called Ronnie. Chrisean Rock got pregnant. Ronnie was his. Chrisean Rock said the baby was Blueface this day said the baby belongs to Ronnie and is not his. Well, Ronnie took Chrisean,
and it was a whole spiel he gave before he got killed about others' connection and politics, his power that he got, how in that case get thrown out. So basically, a little information of them attempting to lock his body about the country, but he fucked up when she allowed that's when she fucked up. Now they gonna press the gas on this investigation. And the moment she get the fuck on out of there, involved. That's what
the court proved the business.
In the next 4 to 6 weeks, Sean is going to be required to do a court-ordered paternity test. Once we get this paternity test, we shall have more insight.
Ronnie also pulled up on Chrisean Rock in person when she came to Baltimore, demanding that she gives him a paternity test so he can figure out whether or not Chrisean Jr. is his kid or not.
Right here. Right here. You weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody start. What you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm calling the
I
car.
don't give a f. Nobody touch you. Call them. Yeah.
Go.
Police ass. Police ass. Police ass.
Excuse me.
Police.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I need you out the nigga. All right. Let's go this way. Let's go this way.
what the fuck my life, man.
But here's the thing: we never whether or not Ronnie was the baby father or not, because a week before the court hearing to decide on whether or not Chrisean Rock gets Ronnie a paternity test, Ronnie was shot and killed in a very mysterious fashion.
Yes, you heard right. We just got the update. So apparently there have been some on Ronnie's head Friday. What's today? Tuesday. So since Friday, somebody put some money on his head. Somebody wanted exactly how. So one of the neighbors says Ronnie was sitting in his car outside his house when all of a sudden to get out of the car, he didn't realize that they had a gun. Real quick, y'all, they shot him 10 times. Nobody even came to check on him. 10 minutes. There was a chance that he could have been saved within those first 10 minutes. It wouldn't have happened. He came to check him until after minutes. The says that he heard it immediately because that's gunshots. So he waited about 10 minutes, make sure the coast was clear. Then he went to check. He said he tried to lay Ronnie down on the side of everywhere. He said it was blood coming all out of his body. And basically he died. He was going to be saved. It was too late, y'all. They wanted this done quickly.
That theory lines up with the possibility that Chrisean Rock may put a hit on Ronnie to avoid the court-ordered paternity test before the last hearing. Now, here's the thing. It gets weirder. Chrisean Rock owns biological sister. Came on Jason and implied and hinted and said Chrisean Rock did it without saying Chrisean Rock did it.
The Chrisean's baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was he ended up getting murdered, right?
Yes.
He really, I mean, I saw that online. That was real.
Yes, that was.
And did you know him?
So yes, I fed that boy.
Get murdered was he in the streets in the stuff, or was that just a random thing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't. If I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not gonna speak on it. Like,
well, because it's just all. I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Also, he ran up on Chrisean when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
Pow, pow, pow. No paternity test. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, his soul. Especially because I fed him. We before it's just like we were family. I'm gonna be honest. That little boy really loved her.
Did he?
This came. We back in the streets. We back on. The little boy loved her.
So they were a thing.
It was passionate, but it was giving cloudy.
It was.
And that's why I just don't get it.
Chrisean Rock's biological sister. To say, hey man, I can't say what I want to say because it's gonna get somebody we know in trouble. But hey, I heard there was gonna that pop, there is no paternity test. That's her clearly saying Chrisean Rock got Ronnie murdered. Paternity test was supposed to happen. Like a week later. This is gonna be the last court hearing.
She's not saying that.
Now, when Chrisean Rock was asked about this, Chrisean Rock as the troll Ronnie did with her and Blueface got him in a grave, and then quickly switched it up and says, "Oh no, he died because of his street beef."
Who said that? Who switched it up? Who switched it up? We're gonna rewind.
You're right.
The trolling that Ronnie did with her and Blueface. Now, when Chrisean Rock was asked about this, Chrisean Rock says the trolling that Ronnie did with her and Blueface got him in a grave, and then quickly switched it up and says, "Oh no, he died because of his street beef."
Oh, so she said that herself? She said that shit? Oh, that's why she moving out the country. When you saw your sister insinuated, she didn't say it, but she insinuated that you had something to do with Ronnie Doe, his death.
It's much a grand Was talking.
She said she would beat Clarissa up in the boxing match.
If that was like, I don't know, not like that, but his family, good family. His mother, his grandma, only boy in that bloodline. The worst he did that because
He was. Remember that? Uh, dying. What they were. That's only red. And this man. Everybody, and now she's gonna move out the country. Oh,
It's like the number one prime suspect who had the motivation to do this. A man that came
one.
and when it was got worse. See, this man have came forward and said that police have Ronnie's homicide and Ronnie's murder, because right now the murder is still unsolved.
But I'm really like, all right. Because he told me he see through the shit. You see through what I'm doing. You know, I'm trolling. You see through it. You see I'm doing, man. Right?
He
But what I
believe.
did,
I mean, he
what I'm
believe
doing,
what he got to
shit.
say.
You see through what I did.
He
You still want to talk to me?
He talk about what the man say he see.
The girl
I
might
mean, you believe.
That's that. I was. My nerves was everywhere. At first, I heard police looking for me.
I hope she's dumb enough to involve herself in this. Now, here's some interesting facts for you guys. Ronnie, who died, apparently Ronnie with a man or killing a man on behalf of Chrisean Rock. Right? Chrisean Rock's brother is murdered. So Chrisean Rock has been around a lot of violence and seemingly has kept a lot of people around her who's willing to do them to act tragedy. Because again, her son's father, Blueface, or so she claimed, isn't claiming the baby. If she goes to jail, who watches the baby? Who takes care of the baby? Not them not to do this, bro. You know, in the comment section, bro. What do you guys think about this? Okay, do you guys believe Chris? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch the video, click on this video right here somewhere on screen, or here, or here, or somewhere.
I don't think that bitch was dumb enough to do it. You know? That's something you can go listen to. His last interview before he was killed. She did that shit.
No. Walls family got to deal with the fact that they were all the young. So we going right here, who we watching on our screen, who we about to watch, one of Nolan Wall's black friends. We know his type. The brother got on dirty jeans, a dirty shirt, some work, man, in a deep south. Oh, who you are? Who you are? You are identified as Nolan Wall's black friend. Nah, Remo, man, cut it out, man. Nah, Remo ain't never. Stop it. Stop. Remo, regular dude. Nah, he's not an Oreo. No. Not D from the Lord. I'm not talking about the Oreo now. Oreo we could tolerate. And Oreo is somebody. I'm talking about the type of who knows they don't know they brothers. See, Oreo realize is black. No. These brothers, these type of brothers right here don't know they black. They don't know they black. They don't. They don't know they black.
He categorizes
these brothers right here. They see themselves as a blue-eyed white man. They see themselves as a white boy. A brother like this will get offended if you call him a brother. Being real. I'm just being real, bro. Clayton got nothing on this type of archetype, right? Yo, when I seen Tatum was sitting down with this type of archetype, hey, bro, we cook, homie. We cook, bro. It's now an uphill battle. We got an uphill battle. We got an uphill battle with these type of dudes, man. I thought for the most part, okay, we got an easy reaction here, right? Because we brother. We know the brother ain't gonna tell no lies now. We know the brother gonna show up. We know the brother gonna show up. Brother gonna say the truth. And it don't matter if he gonna hurt feeling or expose them white folks. He gonna show up and show the truth and represent his black brother who passed away. And then I look at my I said, all right, man, this ain't gonna be no easy reaction, bruh. We are gonna have to dissect the dissection. These lies are gonna be so powerful and great. Listen, man, these brothers shine when it comes to this time. We're gonna have to dissect the dissection of the dissection, really get down to the truth. If you thought the white man was, wait till you recognize who we are dealing with this our brothers. Oh, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it, okay? So let's get to it, man.
No, not at all.
Come on.
So I saw you on television. You had an interview, and I thought you laid out a few things that I think the world needs to know and be clear about.
Okay.
And the first one is the relationship that you had with Nolan. Can you explain your relationship with Nolan?
Yeah, his mom got on TV, as everybody has seen, and said that she didn't know me. And man, that can't be farther from me and Nolan. I met Nolan, and
that man started off calling the victim's mother a liar. This is how he started off the interview. He started off by calling the victim's mother a liar, by saying she don't.
In ninth grade, in our second block class, it was math. He was the first guy that I made friends with. It was somebody I made a connection to. Off rip, he was an athlete. I could tell he was an athlete when I walked into class.
You could smell the bootlegging in the undertone of the accent.
Close to each other, and all he did, I first met him in ninth grade when I moved to Ocean Springs. Man, it was tough, and the relationship there has always been best friend in my eyes. I never wanted to take away how close somebody else was with Nolan. At any point.
But this is the best friend, by the way. If you guys don't know, this is the best friend. When was on the griot, they asked her, yo, is this Nolan's best friend? And the mama said, hell nah, I ain't never met that dude before. We don't know who that dude is. Also, peep, when Warren was asked about Nolan, what did Warren say as well? You got the Warren interview, the white boy who did the interview first with Tatum. When Warren was asked about Nolan, they all got the same script. Nolan was my best friend. Nolan. Yeah, I thought the word best friend meant something. When Warren was asked about Nolan, the first thing out of Warren's mouth was, Nolan was my best friend. Blood couldn't make us any closer. Javon, Warren was my best friend. Blood couldn't make us any closer. Blood couldn't make us any closer. This dude, Warren was my best friend. What? Huh? How many best friends we got? Because at this point, bro, it sounds like the best friend, the best friend is like, the best friend is in Alabama.
The best friend. At any point in time. He called me at 11 o'clock on the 4th to see where I was parked at. Man, me and Nolan have countless nights. My girlfriend, or my life in general. Nolan has been friends and my best friend in this group of guys, but Nolan has been the only person that ever told me he's proud of what I've done. He's proud of how hard I worked. He's proud of play ball. That was my guy. Like, that was my best friend.
So that black brother spoke life into you. So the black brother spoke life into you, and you about to go against his family, about to sit down with a man who has disrespected. So that brother spoke life into you. That brother made you confident. He breathed life into everything you're doing. And on a platform after he is dead with a man who has disrespected his family and his mother. Man, hey man,
he just disrespected them all.
The media activists.
He just called him
out and alluding to the fact that you had something to do with it happened to Nolan that day.
Man, nobody alluded to it. That's just a lie from the pits of hell. First off, nobody knew until he came out in a local news station. He put himself. The only pictures we had were the 4 white boys. That's it. This dude existed. He wanted the clout. He put himself in the middle of this. We don't even know his name. What are you talking about?
Get some cleaner.
We found out his name after he came out. And most of us don't know him.
That hurts. It hurts is an understatement. I beat myself up every night I lay down. I beat myself up because in my head, if I wasn't drinking, if I didn't get into that altercation, maybe I would be able to do something. Maybe I would have saw something. Maybe I would have told Nolan, hey, man, I'm not going with that girl. Just come back with us. We're going back a little bit later. We can go meet up with you guys later. Maybe it just plays out different. And then the fact that they're going to play that is I'm already trying to move. In my head is a next level of hurt that can't be truly explained.
Bro, y'all got to stop with this. Yo, this pity party, bro. Y'all not the victims, bro. Y'all got to chill with this pity party, bro. Stop it, man. Stop. You didn't get any backlash. You didn't get any death threats. You didn't get none of that, bro. Stop it. No, one want to come out and say, yo, I got death threats. Cool. The other kid's cool. Nobody knew you existed, homie. 9 out of the 10 people familiar with this Nolan Wall situation, they know. Do you somebody who, yo, you want to be involved so bad, it's crazy. It's crazy, yo. What's want to take a back seat and shut up and do your thing. Go about your day. But you want to be involved so bad. And you're like, bro, what?
It can't be truly explained. Because
man, he's not sad, bro.
It's hard. It's backstabbing from a sense of a community that I thought I had with my stage together. And I'm supposed to be one of them. I come up and I speak. Now I'm not dark enough for them. I'm not black enough for them. And now,
listen, yo, I know who you are, bro. I know who you are, bro. I know who you are. We're gonna be honest here, bro. We're gonna be honest here, people. Do I have your permission to be honest? There's two types of interracials. And we know who they are, right? The Colin Kaepernicks, and then there's brothers like this. Listen, a biracial person can only go two ways, yo. A biracial can only go two ways, bro. You either on code or you off code over the top. Colin Kaepernick, Colin Kaepernick is militant. Yo, look at the light-skinned brother. The biracial brothers are usually on code and super. Yo, they're more pro-black than most people. And then you have dudes like this. You got the type, right? Where the entire identity is black folks ain't to suck me. Black me. I wasn't black enough. You never heard that from nobody, bro. Bro, you live in Mississippi. How many black folks like oppress you? So you don't got no stories of when white folks oppress you. I wasn't dark enough. Now he's talking about me. He's saying that when he came out, I did not accept tokenism, when he spoke up for them white folks, that we wrong. Excuse me? You came out, attempted to use your black tokenism to say, hey guys, hey, sir, hold on, bro. I don't know what you heard, bro. We not looking at a black hillbilly and saying, oh yeah, the brother will never make sense. Stop it, bro. It has nothing to do with your skin tone at all. At all. Yo, we could tell by statements like, oh, I don't know. So you came out, you tried to lie for them white, not believe your lie, and now we all bad guys that we did not believe your lie. Man, cut it out, bro.
Issue? It doesn't make sense. In my head, it doesn't make sense.
But saying is that almost as if Noah was the only black person in this whole friend group. They don't bring you up in this whole thing come on at Horn Island. So what's your take on that? Presented as like the only black kid for all these white boys.
That don't matter. For rather it was one black guy in a friend group of 50. It doesn't matter, bro. The ratio was.
Man, I know we spoke a little bit, but that friend group was the first friend group I was in Ocean Springs as a new kid coming in. I never knew any of
right.
From private school together, and that was it. That was it. And him being the only minority in that manner is insane. Our friend group is diverse from the max. Like we have part of our friends.
And man, don't do that. No. Listen, yo, we learn from the Carmelo Anthony. We learn from Middle Easterns or Asian. Shout out to my Middle Eastern show because some of y'all we like skin folks as kin folks. I'm being real, bro. Don't you get to say, hey, bro, he's part of the group. So there's no way Nolan Wells felt left out, or there's no ways Nolan Wells got treated differently because an Asian was a part of it. Excuse me, bro. But ain't Nolan like a quarter Asian too?
Man, there's a Latino that they're trying to perceive as white. He's truly authentic Mexican. His parents are from Mexico.
Mexico is a nationality, sir. Mexico is a nationality. You can be a white Mexican or Mexican. Listen, man, y'all getting distracted. Bro, get to the meats and potatoes of this, bro. What happened to Nolan? Who killed Nolan? Or who provided Nolan the alcohol that made Nolan accidentally drown? Bro, get to bring the race on us.
They came over legally. He's been here since.
What? Yo, dog, I told y'all what type of black man we're dealing with, bro. I told y'all what type of black man we're dealing with, bro. He brings up a Mexican in the first. What does that have to do with this? What?
It's due.
Cut it out.
The type of person you truly are.
He came here legally.
And where your morals lie. That's one thing in common. Me and our friends might agree on everything, but our morals align. Our morals no. So then make that narrative up because you have no idea what it's like down here on the coast. You have no idea how tight the community is.
Bro, listen, bro. Hey, bro, you can't tell me he ain't want to say the N-word, bro. Like, what it's like on the who y'all? Huh? Who y'all?
You don't see the thousands of kids in the high school football stands.
Man, that's the fact you talking about right now. The fuck is he talking about?
Nobody cares what color you are.
Oh my God,
man, that's Mississippi. Shut up.
Every weekend, bro.
Nobody cares what color you are. He wouldn't have said nothing about that bullshit about not being black from the beginning before he even got to that. What is he talking about?
That's how Nolan lived. That's how I live. I'm growing up and I have more big boy stuff, but in high school, all I cared about was going to hang out with my guys. And on a personal level, it got me in trouble with my girlfriend just because I wanted to be with the guys.
Yeah, Mississippi.
I never once thought, man, they look at me different. Man, I'm outcast.
Wait till you hear their conversation about you when you're not in the room, sir.
No. Other moms have always welcomed me with open arms. Anytime I needed anything, I knew I could call them and their parents, and they would do anything in the world for me.
Wait, hold on, bro. Stop right here. Stop right here. Hold on. What did I just hear? What did I just hear?
Welcomed me with open arms.
Hold on.
Anytime I needed anything, I knew I could call them and their parents, and they would do anything for me.
Oh, I'm glad you said. Hold on. I'm glad you said that, bro. Contradiction one. He said was his best friend. He said he was not closer to anyone more than he was closer to Nolan. He said the other dudes, he could call them, he could call their families, he could call their parents whenever he needed their parents. But Nolan Walls was his best friend. Nolan Walls' parent. Nolan Walls' mama said, I ain't never heard of this dude. I ain't never seen this dude. Nolan never. So Nolan Walls was your best friend, but you couldn't reach out to his parents. You've never called his parents. You ain't never been to Nolan's house before. But the other dudes who you want to make us believe, no reason to lie for them because y'all weren't that close. You was more close with Nolan, but somehow their parents were the ones that you could call. They were the ones you could call. But Nolan, your best friend, you never met his man. All right, man. Yo, bro, creative.
It's wrong.
Yeah,
it's completely wrong, especially about our first.
I find it, especially that it seems like there was an agenda. But can you walk us through just your perspective from that day? I don't know if you initially went to Horn Island.
So I wasn't clear that up. No, I was not on the boat with them to go out.
Whoa, bro. Hold on, bro. Yo, send me your Zell. Person that he was a cloud chaser. Send me your Zell. Hold on, man. You've been talking more than the actual people that's on the boat. You did 3 interviews so far. What are we for? If you were not on the boat with Nolan and his friends, what the hell do you gotta say? Dog, you realize I'm mixed, I'm biracial. I could feed these people any story they would be fed about these white boys and Nolan, and they'll believe me. I could run cover. Dumb white folks threw you out here thinking you could run propaganda for them. You was with Nolan. You was on a different boat. What? You was on a boat. 30 people present. Warren said there were 30 people. There was a group of like 15, a group of 8. The middle was. What would they know? So what are you speaking for? Why are you trying to tell us you know things something that you know nothing about? You don't know. You so obsessed with inattention. And now you're trying to debunk the family friends, the Benjamin Crump. Why? You were not there.
Why not on the boat to go out? The only reason why I didn't go on the boat is I got begged to go, but my uncle, including us, to support, and my uncle wouldn't have helped. Generally, wasn't a little bit of help. So my uncle was like, "Hey, your thing. Hey, and I don't care.
He wasn't even part of the group of. Somebody in the comment section said he might have been part of the. He wasn't even a part of the other group of friends.
Part of the other group.
Yo, nasty work, Tatum. Nasty, Tatum. Nasty. Real quick. Best friend. Break silence.
He wasn't
talking
there.
What are you talking about, bro?
Wasn't even there.
What?
Nasty work, get out there and then
He
wasn't I don't the extras nobody sees about going out the boat.
Yeah.
And
Tatum has no
I told Wyatt that, and but I told him I told him that, and I told him, which was go to plan. We were leaving a little bit earlier than them. I'm gonna try to have a spot saved out. And Nolan calls me at 11 o'clock. It's his phone call. Called me about Wyatt and Nolan on the boat. I got
these folks is dangerous. These folks, this
now
till 20 minutes left island, right? Those were his words, right? They was there until 20 minutes before they left the island. Words, right? 20 minutes before they left the island. Now, what's what he changed it to?
I was with them. That's who I was with.
Think before you have no idea how Nolan went missing. You said you seen him up to 20 minutes. You have no idea about the details we really want to know. We changed up and said, oh, they left. No.
It was my friend. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I want to give him a few details.
I'm sorry about that.
I know that. Yeah, go ahead. I know that you were all over the news because it was a perceived fight. Can you clarify this? When I saw the internet claiming that Nolan and give me my effing phone back, the coach came out. Nolan's coach came out and said he knew it wasn't Nolan's voice, and obviously it wasn't Nolan's voice because you were the one that was
me yelling
in there. You got an altercation with somebody. Like put me in where the fight is over. Nolan, you're somewhere, you're hanging out, and when was the last time you saw Horn Island?
That's the fight. On the upset. So he yelling, but told me to go on the boat. And
the first time Warren said his brother got punched in the face, and then he punched the dude back and put the dude in a hand, and he was a part of the fight.
Yeah.
Y'all don't think there's something that they're not telling us, bro? Yo, what are the odds here? Again, y'all tell me this, okay? What are the odds this dude was in a fight, Warren and his brother was in a fight, other people of the friend group were in an altercation, but no, wasn't part of no fights, no nothing? This is the second. This is the second straight interview. The second straight interview that they are documenting. The second straight one, but they're not telling us whether or not Nolan was a part of the altercation. When Brandon Tatum asked Warren part of the altercation,
no, they're saying
Warren laughed, and that got the most. We screenshotted it and showed Warren was laughing when Tatum asked him, "Was Nolan a part of the?" Why are they all admitting they were a part? They were part of fights, multiple one of them in the friend group, but Nolan wasn't. I'm telling you, bro.
30 minutes after I got to the fight, we started to pack up and left because I was so upset. As Javon mentions, that because I was genuinely really mad. But the last time I saw Nolan was before the fight. It's me and my old lady. We had just got out of a group of people. Nolan was walking towards Wyatt's boat. I was walking in the opposite direction towards my boat. And I made just to him, us joking around, and I kept going. And not even 10 minutes after that is when I got into a fight. Last thing I told Nolan was, all right, buddy, I love you, see you later. And I'm glad I said it. I had been under the influence a little bit, and that's probably what I did say at the time, just getting all done. But
yo, so here's what you were under the influence. You did not. You got them 20 minutes, quote unquote, before they left, which will be where all the important details took place at. And you were influenced. What are you? Why are we listening to you? Why? Fam, you were under the influence. You probably don't remember what it is. And then also something very convenient too. If you go back to Javon's interview, see, Javon was the first voice we heard on the audio because this dude was the one involved in the fight. Javon was involved in the fight. Javon told us that the fight took place earlier in the day. If the fight took place earlier in the day, this dude is saying he didn't stay on the island much longer at the fight. Then how would he still have been around at 4:30 when Warren, Wyatt, and everybody was leaving and they was calling Nolan over to leave? Javon said this dude had a fight earlier in the day. He just said during this interview he had to leave. From earlier in the day to you was there at 4:30 p.m. Like and everybody's trying to. It doesn't. It's very inconsistent. Everything about this is inconsistent. I want to hear nothing about what you got to say, bro. You ain't witness. I think you was under the influence.
Right,
I'm at peace. I said it. I'm glad I said it. That was my last thing.
I know about the audio guy after this interview.
Nolan. I was telling him I love him.
Did you have any? So you leave the island or association with these phones, with the keys? Did you have any?
So what I know, Warren started. I got my first phone call from Warren at about 9:20. I'd been on the boat all day. I didn't feel like going to party anymore. I went to bed. So I phone call about 9:20, and didn't wake up again until a little after 11 o'clock. And that was to my brother. Hey, Warren's trying to get a hold of you. You need to answer the phone to look for Nolan. And I'm half awake. And
wait, I'm confused. If you left the island early, you had a fight and you was off the boat, why would Warren reach out to you when Warren was the last person to see him? I'm so confused. You said you had to leave. You said you left because you got into a fight. Why would people who seen Nolan was last, why would they call a dude who left the island well before them? How does that make sense? Why would they know about Nolan's right? Like what would you know about Nolan's whereabouts? Not staying on the island. Javon was on everybody left. Understandable, Javon. Right? Like understandable, like you called Javon because Javon was on the island when y'all left. You left the island drastically than y'all, which again I'm not buying that 20 minutes before. Because Javon said you left the island early. You left the island early as well. So you left early, but stay, cut it out. Why would they call you? Bro, you would know nothing about Nolan's whereabouts because they left Nolan, quote unquote, on the island when you were home. What?
And by this time, nobody had came to the house. And Warren gets on the phone and he's just like, hey man, he was like, hey, have you talked to Nolan? Anything else? I was like, no, I haven't talked to him, man. He was like,
they had the phone, bro. Why would they ask you if you have talked to Nolan? Who left the island early? Had Nolan's phone. If they believe Nolan is trapped on the island, how would Nolan have talked to you when phone?
He was like, hey, have you talked to Nolan? Anything else? I was like, no, I haven't talked to him, man. He was with that girl last time I knew. And he was like, okay. He was like, we can call him. Oh, he's probably just out somewhere with that girl. Get a hold of the girl, you probably find Nolan. It's no big deal. And he was like, all right. He was like, but we're getting on the phone with Coast Guard. I was okay. And at his mom, Nolan's mom, and he was getting on the phone with the Coast Guard. And I did not call our phone. I called another one of our buddies' phone, and it was on speakerphone. They were all together. I was talking on my other buddy's phone, talking to him. He was dialing Coast Guard because he hung up the phone and was like, hey, this is him, bye, and hung up the phone. And that was the last time I talked to him until the next morning when we all decided, well, when I woke up about the boat and go look for Nolan. Wyatt had already had his boat still in the water. We took that boat out. It was
y'all, this stuff, look for Nolan. Listen, man, I'm not saying y'all did anything. But I've true crime stories where the killer go went help search for the body too, bro. We watched a bunch of true crime series.
You ever knew a nigga that steal from you and help you look for it? The same type of shit, bro. That's the same type of shit. It's so motherfuckers.
Now, I'm not saying
around
you
the
had anything
world.
to do with it. I'm just saying I don't believe a thing you have said out of your mouth during this interview. Not believe.
Steal
Man, listen,
from
bro,
me and
killers go
help
look
you
for the body
for
every
it.
day, B. So this instance, oh, we went looking for Nolan. How could
So that's morning.
Sunday morning
So
on the
it's
6th, the 5th.
So it was Saturday the 4th was the 5th was Sunday. We were on the water from 9:45 to 11:50 at lunchtime. We were on the water. We talked to a rescue guy, and he told us to get off the water and said that they told us to get on social media, any information we can. And by that time, we had already talked to a good amount of people out there, so that just made sense. So we went back in and we concluded our search and started to search all socials and started sharing everything we could and try to get a hold of anybody that could own whatever. And that led all night long. I didn't sleep at all. Sunday, Monday, I was up at 5 a.m. I was putting fuel in our boat at 6. I got told that we were taking out another boat to Chandelier at 7. So I put my boat back on the lift. And I went to McDonald's after.
Oh, McDonald's again, bro. Warren said something similar about McDonald's.
I left McDonald's that his body was found. So it was already a plan that we were going and searching and trying to do everything we possibly can. And that's all I was. I wasn't there to help him out in his last minutes. And as one of my guys, man, I do everything in my power to help. And that's why I have.
But you should be seeking the truth, though. Now, you should be seeking the truth. And the truth of biases. You shouldn't have a shade of biases when it comes to your other homies. If Nolan Wall died and nobody knows how he died, nobody. At this point, nobody knows how he died. You were not on the boat with Nolan and the other homies. You just weren't. You got into a fight and had to leave early. So why wouldn't you take these stance of, hey, I don't know what happened. I'm wait until we get the answers. But instead, you decided to do multiple interviews, running PR.
Listen. Our kids, somebody's finna fold. It was that boat too. They get the females on that boat that was around, that was witnesses. This shit is over. I guarantee they're gonna tell everything.
For possible suspects.
They gonna beans. Exactly what happened.
For just $10 a piece.
They was fighting on
Dine in, delivery, and carry out.
He was bleeding.
Have you ever wanted to space with this satellite Earth map tool? You can count.
And it's that simple. And that's why we don't believe this is my guy. I'm more allegiance and loyalty to your other friends than him. Because it's very simple. You don't know what happened. You left because you don't know what happened. Be quiet and figure out. If his mom asked, hey, do you need anything, ma'am? Yeah, no, cool. I'm here if you need me, and keep your mouth shut. But instead, you get multiple interviews running PR on how everybody else is crazy and things that doesn't make sense. There's some souls.
Probably threatening his life too. He pants on. He probably been his life threatened. This probably ain't even his choice. It probably is free. It's a lot of things it could be. So many things it could be. You never know what it could be. Never fucking know.
It sounds like you're running PR. So I'm not trying because you aren't doing it right now.
I've reached out to the family. I have donated to the family, and I have given them just normal death gifts, I would say, respects. And
that's tacky as hell. Why? Hold on. Like, why are you talking about like how many gifts you can? Bro, that's tacky as hell.
Do you think
tacky.
Benjamin Crump being involved in the case made it better or worse?
100,000% worse.
There it goes.
Because
hey, bro, I told y'all that's that raccoon chip. I told y'all it only takes a little bit of massaging to get the raccoon chip to activate. Watch this. The raccoon chip is activated.
Because why where is your civil rights been broken?
Huh? Hold on, bro. First off, death gifts is crazy. Death gift. First off, that's tax yourself. Why are you even talking about what you donated or gave? That's dumb. Two, what's a normal death gift? What's a gift you can give in death? I'm so confused. Like, what's a normal death gift? It's something death gift thing. What's a death gift?
Flowers.
Because I'm confused. I don't know. But the raccoon is activating right now. Okay. And when I say the raccoon chip is activating, this man has a white proximity so much that nothing is going to get in the way of this. He don't even understand because he doesn't see himself as us. Are going to be underlying prejudices that probably the people who are investigating probably don't even realize. Empathy, lack of caring, because this person doesn't look like them, may play a factor. Him not even understanding that if Warren was the one who was found dead, that every single one of them will be under investigation. Every single one of them will be getting visits from the police every single day. Every single one of them will be getting. Some of them might be in for giving Warren liquor to drink, and that drinking being responsible for him dying because the mission of crime, why body died. So if you revive, well, guess what, buddy? You going to jail. So he don't even understand because he's so brainwashed with the raccoon chip that the very investigation will be different. The investigation will be different. So you come in and you are criticizing a man in Benjamin Perry paid for Colin Kaepernick paid independent autopsy, raised over $750,000 for family, brought this to national news, made a press conference, got Al Sharpton involved. And his family, you are now critiquing him and criticizing him because the raccoon chip tells you any criticism of whiteness should be met with force. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is nuts.
Because on Tuesday after where has your civil rights been broken?
Wow.
Where has it been shown?
Wow.
He broke a community tight head.
Yeah. What? If I'm Nolan's mama, bro, you ain't never ever in. You think, they say that's to say Benjamin Crump to stir up a community that's already rewinded back, man. Who are you talking about, sir?
So after our civil war, where has it been shown? Trump, that's already tight knit.
You brought Benjamin. Yeah. The mom ain't bring Benjamin Crump in just for her son. Ain't bring Benjamin Crump in to figure out what happened to her son. The mom ain't bring Benjamin Crump in to get help answers for what happened to her son. The mom brought Benjamin Crump in to stir up a tight-knit community. The mom brought Benjamin Crump in because she's concerned about your relationship with your mom. Brought Benjamin Crump in to disturb the harmony that you have with them white folks in Ocean Springs. That's why the mom brought Benjamin Crump in. She didn't bring Benjamin Crump in to get justice for her son. With friends like this, you don't need enemies, bro. This will be in. This was the. I told y'all before we even started the video, and I swear to God, I have not watched an interview time with y'all. I swear to God, me got right now flying. I ain't watched this interview yet. When I seen the screenshot, when I seen the intro image, I said this looked like a brother who don't identify as a brother. This looked like. Was I right? Bro, LSV says it's 2026. Remove the chip. The chip cannot be removed, bro. The raccoon chip is implemented in this. As for brothers like this in the Deep South, who grew up in a certain environment, man, listen, man, they view themselves as white. This level of bootlicking has me flustered, bro. I did not know like this existed. Like Officer Tatum, I thought, bro, I thought as bad as it gets. I did not know this archetype of brothers exist. This is crazy.
We're not best friends with everybody, but I promise, if you're talking about Ocean Springs as a whole, Ocean Springs is 110%. We back each other. Everybody else. And for them to push this narrative and really push it, shows me is like you have no idea who you're dealing with or who you're messing with.
What? Yo, this man said, son, bro, I didn't know it was like that, dog. Did this man just issue a threat to Nolan Wall's family? You mess, you, boy.
Probably
with the white man, you gotta go to me, bro. What? Farrakhan got.
I ain't thinking about his life. Probably his life is probably in jeopardy. They probably his life is probably on the line if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do in this interview for them. His life is on the line.
Yo, Farrakhan got a quote about this, bro. Farrakhan quote was, "To all you scary, niggas, tell your massa to come out and fight." Farrakhan gave a quote about this. This nigga's telling us, boy, before you go through the white man, you gotta come through me. Oh, no. What? Damn, player, we player don't want no violence, player. Like we don't want no smoke, player. This man has convinced himself in his mind is a judge. I think one his daddy is like a doctor. This other person is this. This man has in his mind that they want to protect him how they protect their own. Sir, you is not a part of the brotherhood, man. I don't tell you this, bro, because your father should have told you this. Your daddy Paul should have told you this. You're not a part of the brotherhood, bro. Warren ain't saying if you're gonna get through him, you got good man. You can never be accepted into the mob. You're like having a bad day away from being in Nolan's situation, bro.
Facts.
You're a bad day away from being on the beach, on a rock, and them white folks saying we don't know what happened to him.
I think he knows that, Flacco. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably why he doing this. He trying to protect himself because he got to stay around them white.
Sorry, we don't know. Talk to my lawyer.
He got to deal with them.
You're a bad day away from talk to my lawyer. We don't. Sorry, sir. Yo, bro, this is crazy. Yo, what type of massaging they doing, bro? Never seen a raccoon like before in my life, bro. Yo, the raccoon chip is damn near implemented in the skull.
And I think he's taking the parents and manipulating and turning this and making it sound all bad. Nothing's like that at all. No.
Have you got death threats? I know the young man I spoke to about this, especially the white young man. They not you get the same backlash and threats that some of those guys have got.
Tell the truth. You already know the butt is coming. $100 you say, but you, yeah, and tell the truth, bro. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, bro. Full threatening you, bro.
Yeah. Don't white folks Flacco, I don't think Flacco accounting for them motherfuckers actually being dangerous over there.
Tell the truth, bro.
Backlash and threats that some of those guys have gotten.
Death threats, per se, but I've also gotten the threats along the lines of where it's like I've been cast out of.
Shut up. There's 3,300 people in here. What's dude's name? What's dude's name? Come on. Come on. Come on. Nobody knows who you are. What? You been cast out the black community. Bro, sir, you was never in. Nobody what? Sir, you are nobody knew who you was. People knew the 4 friends and the 4 names that was going viral. Nobody know your address, your Instagram, you get as far to say nothing, bro. If you want to say, there's people in your community, maybe like Nolan friends who know who you are, at you, but you that's not black community, sir. What? I'm really. They brought this dude here for reason, bro. You should be ashamed, man. You should be ashamed in the pits of hell. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ain't no way on planet Earth anybody is listening to this. A community who did not know who you are is somehow ostracizing you and sending you death threats, even though 99.9% of people who do not know your name or who you are.
I've gotten death threats per se, but I've also gotten threats along the lines of where it's like I've been cast out of the call it a wetback.
Oh my God!
All these things. I've been sent photos of me and my grandmother.
They call him wetback. That's why he mentioned Mexicans, because he mixed. And black and white kids often get that Hispanic look like a Mexican. Shout out to my cousin, man.
And they've been told that she's the devil. She's just looking for the time to kill you. You need to be careful. And, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, man, if y'all want to know the story, the only people that showed up for me in my whole life.
Come on, bro. Come on, son. Yo, hold on, bro. Hold on, man. So we've gone from investigating again. Nolan Wells. to this dude. I'll be real, yo. This right here is a CIA agent, bro.
He don't
So
know
now
that,
you're using a platform as big as Nolan Wells to tell us how black fathers ain't ish, how the black community ain't ish, the black community deserted me. It's the white folks that have my back, and I'll be damned if y'all attack them good white folks. Ah, come on, listen, man, bro. Listen, bro. I promise you, cuz we don't care about. We not here to mess it up for you, man. If you think, all right, if you think us pointing a black kid with a majority white friend group dying, if like that's like is gonna spook out them white folks into not want to be your friend because they don't want to be blamed for your death. If that's what you're saying, bro, that ain't our attention, homie. That us playing aside of Nolan's death in the obvious circumstance of black kid, white friend group, it feels like because the spotlight on Nolan Wells, that will make his white friend group feel awkward. That will make them about being his friend. Because
deeper than that is them being his friend. Because this is Mississippi. And if you know the history of Mississippi, and they throw it off. It could be more of a survival thing for him because his life, he could really feel like his life, and that's what I'm really feeling. I'm feeling like it's more to it than just his friends not want to be his friends. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more than just that. I think he got paid for this interview. You know he got a check. It's definitely the money. But he's spending it for the interview. And for his safety. He's doing because I think he's scared. He's feared for his life. That's what I think.
Because listen, I can almost promise investigating for Nolan. No white folks probably say, man, y'all better not have more black folks. Y'all better not. So now he feels like the attention we put on Nolan Wells' situation is real, bro. Dog, proximity more important than your best friend Nolan. How did we get from talking about Nolan to black fathers, this and black families? They ain't never have a back.
So for y'all to sit there and drag there, be one of y'all, and you're we're just in this together.
In this together. Excuse me, what did you go through? Wait, hold on, bro. Hold on, I got a question. What did he go through? Supposed to have. What did you go through, sir? Nolan Wells, in my humble opinion, was murdered. Nolan Wells was deserted and left. Nolan Wells' family got to deal with the fact that they would never be able to see their son again. All they got is memories. All they got is memories, sir. Now, we are investigating Nolan Wells' death, and you're telling me that the black community have not checked up on you, that the black community is for not having your back and making sure you are right. What did you go through? What? Yo, I'm gonna lie, your fans. These folks is nasty, homie. This is some nasty work. Sir, you are not a victim. You're somebody who decided for whatever reason you wanted to put yourself in the middle of this and get involved to defend whiteness. It's okay. You want to do whatever piece of the trauma you're going through, you wanted to do it. Okay, cool, do it. Exactly, the black community.
Not a motherfucking thing, bitch.
Say, yeah, you're right. Oh man. The biracial told us the white boys was in us. What? How are you leveraging your blackness to defend Nolan Wells' whiteness, but then when it's not convenient to be black, all of a sudden we don't see color? I thought you was colorblind.
Well, stop. I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. I thought you was colorblind. I thought y'all ain't see color. And what do you mean? We supposed to have your back. I thought we supposed to see the thing. Man, come
and
on,
it's
bro.
really eye-opening.
Did it shock you that it turned this way? Meaning that you see everything happen. Nolan was your friend. All the men I talked to, it seemed like Nolan was the life of the party. Everybody loved Nolan. He gets along with everybody. Everybody's cool. Everybody feels like everybody's his best friend, right? I mean, everybody felt connected to Nolan. Were you shocked that it turned like this? This was tight. He ends up losing his life in an unfortunate situation, which nobody knows exactly what happened. It turned to some racial thing.
I do now. He going famous or going viral. That part didn't shock me. Honestly, that's not a surprise because everybody didn't love Nolan, especially around here. Everybody loved Nolan. So for people to repost that, they know Nolan. I mean,
but yet Nolan Warren or 2,000 people and nobody's seen nothing.
They know he did not have one hateful. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from and from his stepdad. Like that's a shock. That's an utter shock because it's like no matter where this no one's fully black. No one's
wait. Oh, sir, you have the audacity. You have audacity, sir? Nah, he ain't say what I thought he said.
Yeah, he did.
No.
He did just say that.
He ain't say what I thought he said.
Yeah, he did.
Nah, he ain't say that.
That's not surprise because everybody did love Nolan. They're around here.
He ain't say that.
So they know Nolan. They know he did not have one hateful thing in his heart. And racism, that was a shock. That was a complete shock from.
Yo, the mom and the dad who got backlash themselves, by the way, backlash for this is not about race. Dad went out of their way and says, we just want answers for our son, bro. We don't think it's about race. Something that's just not making sense. We just want answers. And you come on Officer Tatum's podcast, call his parents racist, and say you are shocked that they will make it about race and they will bring racism. You are calling you.
He started off by calling moms a lot in the beginning of the interview.
That's my racist. Bro, y'all was not friends, bro. Y'all was not friends. Yo, I refuse to just know the friend, bro. Yo, if that was your homie, you would want to protect his mom like his mom was your mom. You would. Mom said this ain't about race. His dad said this ain't about race. But now you're calling
stepdad. Like that's a shock.
His real friends.
That's an utter. First off, I'm not.
Yo, and by the way,
no bullshit.
When the mom talks about Nolan, but dad says my son. The mom said his dad. They've never said stepdad. They've never said biological. This is my son. The only one bringing up stepdad. Bro, you are out of turn right now, bro. You out of line.
You out of pocket.
And I'll be real, bro.
You definitely
I think it's the other side speaking through you because
he definitely violated. I ain't gonna count. That's some hateful ass shit to even bring up. Cause like, what you even do that for? Like I said, I said what I said. His real partners, his real partners. It is.
Because if you really identify with the community, you know not to speak out of term like this. You
don't say that shit.
It's out of term, and you know there's consequences.
You do
like
that
this.
shit.
What? The mom was a racist. That was a stepdad. Not even a biological. Bro, you know.
You violated.
No,
you violated.
First off, I'm not aware of this. Nolan wasn't full.
I don't know how to do it in Mississippi, but down here in Florida. It would have had to be some demonstrations going on.
We black.
It would have had to be some demonstrations.
Had a little bit of Asian in it.
What the fuck is he saying?
Yes, bro, we can look at his mom.
What did he say?
We can look at his mom. We know his mom's like part Asian. Bro, listen, son, bro, son, sir. Like, I don't know if like ever talking points. Y'all have gotten so far off topic. You explain what happened to Nolan. Then you said I was not on the boat. Was not there when they left. They left 20 minutes. Well, sorry, I left 20 minutes before, even though there's hints you left far before that. I was intoxicated, was under the influence. I got into a fight. You talked about anything that would imply you have no idea what took place because you had too much going on. And you was not with them. But now you're pivoting to something that happens death. Now you're talking outside of your body. We could, bro, she missed something. What are you talking about? And what relevance would that have in this situation? When they look at Nolan Wells, they like it. Like that, the neighborhood and the police officers and investigators, that when they look at Nolan, black kids, the fact that they choose black, no, bro.
My feet are killing me.
But they don't. Try Scholl's 24-hour energy insoles with boosting beats that take the pressure off for.
That nigga violated like a motherfucker. My Wi-Fi fucking up, man.
When you look at Nolan, you see a black kid.
Oh, they say my shit fucking up really bad. I can't believe it's over here. It don't even look like that. And then I got the cord.
Nolan was what, like 75, 80% black? But what does this have to do with anything? What does being half Asian or a part Asian have to do? Oh my God, bro. These people is nasty, bro.
Like, so you don't. So to turn it as like somebody's harping down the color of his skin, it's crazy that people are just running with a lie. And it's so easy for people to believe it from the outside, Mississippi's history, per se. But it's like, you're looking at history. Let's go to each state's history. I bet they're not the best with black people. Like, people change.
Sir, did Mississippi changed? Hold on, bro. Did this man say Mississippi has changed?
Let's go to each state's history.
Let's do it. They're racist too.
Not the best with black people.
Sir, are you? Nah, not some
like people. You learn history so you don't repeat it. Everybody knows that.
What's the craziest lie that you've seen floating around there about? I know there's a lot of things, but like, to you, what's the craziest thing that you've heard somebody say about us?
Buddy in the photo was his lover. That was wild. That's been the.
Nah, that's Charleston who said that. Now, I'll be real. Okay, I'll be real. Listen, this is the first thing he said that was sensible during his interview. Charleston White said that. Charleston White said that, and Charleston White was lying. So, Charleston White did say that, but why would you bring that up? Why would you mention that on a like? Why would you even? Why would you even give light to that on this platform? Now, that's wild. Okay, brother, Mississippi have not changed. The deep south are being found lynched every other weekend, bro. It has not changed, not a bit.
Say about this.
That my buddy, that was wild. That's been the almost craziest because it's what like where'd you get that from?
Yo, hey, listen, bro. Justice Jane, we don't hate white folks. Nobody who's on this live stream, we don't hate white folks. All we're saying is, certain things doesn't make sense. And the white folks that was present need to answer. Us asking for the white folks present to answer does not mean we hate all white folks. That don't even make sense. So if a black guy robs you and you say the black guy needs to be held accountable, does that mean you hate all black people?
Also, the lies of just how racist it is. Racist. Yeah, no.
Yo, these people are
just their favorite.
Now listen, bro. Here is like some advice to this kid on how to be more believable. Yo, if you want to lie, you have to tell some truths, bro. You just can't deny all the truths, bro. Even the things that are just like inexplicably false, right? Yo, you can't say, well, yo, listen, in Mississippi and the Gulf Coast, we not racist. Racism? How? The white folks treated me the best my entire life over here. We not racist. Sir, you got to concede something, bro. You got to concede something, man. And you want to die on a hill of Mississippi is not racist? I mean, hey, bro, good luck, bro. You're not convincing us all.
You don't know, like, no idea. And beginning was he's the only black person vote. He's the only black person on the island. No, not at all. Like, not once. Like, where'd you get this background information from?
How many people are on the island?
On the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Thousands? 13 miles? Like, I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of boats that are carrying minimum 4 to 8, 9 people. Like, I'm talking like on the lower end, and we're talking about smaller vessels here. Man, if I had to take a rough estimate in my area of the island that I was in, 400, 500 people easy. And an actual estimate of 400, 500 people easy.
But how does that help your case? Wouldn't more people being there for his quote-unquote accidental drowning be even more improbable? How, with 2,000 people around and nobody sees him drown on an island? And by the way, the part where Nolan was at, according to Javon, according to Warren, according to everybody involved, the part where like knee-deep waters. Knee-deep. So Nolan died in knee-deep waters. Huh?
In our group, in the group of I would say young adults that were in the group of Dolan Wells, 100, 150, 200 people.
So I hear that Nolan went out with 4 white boys and they took him to a deserted island and he was seen with a girl and they just abandoned him. What do you say to that?
Yo, he keeps saying this. How do they not understand that Nolan being abandoned by 4 people who didn't see him drown is more believable than being on an island with 2,000 people, being in a heavily concentrated part of the island with 150 people, and he went in knee-deep waters and drowned, and including 150 people in his group, did not see him drown in knee-deep waters when Katie said the last time and he went to his friends. How do they not understand that he hurts their case?
That's no. From the time they left, including myself, and also when I left the island, I could have named 50 people I.
No. Jit said it was 7 of them on the boat on the phone call, right? So it's at least 2 other girls. And you can do find them, interview them, and then they gonna know what happened to them. Interrogate their ass.
Behind the helm of the boat.
Mississippi
that no one knew.
That
he knew. Even if he was left, there was tons and tons of people. There's 10 boats that kept out of Horn Island. I know a boat that didn't leave Horn Island until 8 o'clock that night.
How? Wait, hold on. I understand. This makes their case even worse. Yo, hold on. Are they just too dumb? Okay. If there were boats out there until 8 p.m. that night, then how do Nolan Well dies by drowning in the mix of people that were still on the island until 8 p.m.? What are you talking? Yo, do y'all not understand? This makes y'all case even worse. This makes it even worse for y'all. There were boats on the island up until 8 p.m. that night. Okay. Right. Nolan died. How did Nolan accidentally drown? How? Even if your stance is, hey, we didn't do anything. Something is suspicious. Something is suspicious.
All this shit is suspicious.
Something happened to my friend. I want to get down to the bottom of it. Why wouldn't that be your sentiment? Why he drowned? Yeah, if he was hanging out with 150 in one spot, not 150 people at the spot. He says, like group with 150, how knowing friends drown in waters? Come on, bro.
Nobody would have ever left somebody on Horn Island. Everybody loves to go and hang out. That's their piece. Nobody wants to see anybody out there, especially in the boating. I grew up in it. That's absurd. It's absurd.
So can you help me understand the fight a little better? Because I interviewed Warren, who's your friend, and he had made mention that his brother was involved in the fight.
Well, so before we get into this, how are you not suspicious then? So if you're saying, yo, nobody would have left Nolan on, nobody, he was not stranded because nobody would have left, then how are you not suspicious that something happened to him? Okay.
How I needed to hit.
Oh, wait. Bro, whole time. Listen,
drop it in the water.
Yo, listen, whole time I'm listening to the audio.
And I didn't
know audio. I didn't.
Original me.
Who's your food?
Originally, I'll go back a couple steps. My girlfriend, I wouldn't even call it an argument. She was upset that I lost the lid to koozie. I dropped it in the water.
What did you do to that girlfriend?
That's how it's her new koozie.
Yo, and listen, the full audio, I'm gonna be reacting to the full audio too. Again, let's get through this. The full, when I heard them say, "Is he dead?" I said, "Cuz, why is niggas not in there, bro?" But we'll get there soon. Again, there's a full audio that's out right now where you hear them on the call with 911. Now, by the way, somebody had access a while now. They had access to it. They dropped the full audio. They dropped a piece of it, and they hit the second part where they're literally saying, "Is he dead?" So we got to that as well. Where's the audio? Because they dropped a piece. They dropped a piece of the 911 call, but they made sure to leave out the that we have
water, and so she started.
Yeah, we got the full audio now. I'll do this now. Late, I gotta work.
Hey, Blake.
Yeah.
What about the law and
Vicky speaking. How can I help you? Hello, sir.
Hello. Okay.
How many adults are? There's nobody on board the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that wasn't my question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please tell me we have a membership?
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
Hey.
Is it? Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
Oh no, it's sinking. Down there.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number, number to the next, sir.
I don't know. It's either Jerry Atkinson. I think it's Jerry Atkinson. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership. I don't
All right. Unless you have a membership number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right. And if you're on board and good health otherwise?
Yeah.
How many? All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you?
No.
All right. Do you have your current GPS coordinates?
Let me go look.
If not, I can send. Message.
North or
Yes, sir. I'm available.
north. East. 367.
All right, 4672. All right, and you were breaking up a little bit. Can you just repeat it one more time to make sure I have it correct?
Yeah, well,
if not, all right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, yeah.
How many? All right. Is everybody on board? The captain, what's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description?
Can y'all please tell me we have a membership?
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
We're at the west tip of Horn. Our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please tell me we have a membership?
All right, of course. How far is the water? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd you say? Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir? Is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were. My coordinates are 30.
All right, 4672. All right, a little bit.
Yeah, what?
So you're breaking up. This is a VHF radio?
Yeah, we do not have the VHF radio.
All right, well, get you going because you don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
Okay, my coordinates are 30 degrees by 14.684 north and west by 88 degrees by 46.79.
Right, looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
yes,
on
we are
Horn
at Horn
Island?
Island.
Right, is it sinking or you have the ground?
We're sinking, yes.
Is it a...
We are in
Okay.
17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
All right, have to ask, what do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back.
All right, where would you like it towed to, sir?
You can tow it to Ocean Springs or Fort Bayou Launch.
All right, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So, is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question.
Where is this?
Hello, can you hear me?
Gotta jump in and pull the plug, Bart, while you're doing.
Hello, sir.
While you're going.
Me.
Spin a blue ball, Bart, while you're going. Put a jump, Bart, while you're going. Put a jump, Bart, while you're going.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to answer these questions so I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many adults on board?
There are 0 adults on board.
There's nobody on the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was the question. Is there a person, a living individual on the boat? On the boat?
Hello?
Is there a living person, someone breathing on the boat? Is there a boat?
Yes, there's lots of people breathing on the boat.
All right, how many people, sir?
Like 7.
All right, thank you. Does everyone have life jackets on or available to them?
Yes, we have life jackets available.
All right, verify what boat's sinking.
That's Triton, 22-foot offshore, 22-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
All right. All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to local captain now.
Okay, thank you. This is Captain Seth.
Hi, Captain Seth. This is Vicky from International. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I apologize.
What kind of boat it is? They don't need any help right now, but if something changes, they'll call me back.
Anything regarding membership? So it's just under Jerry.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, transfer the kid over. I'll talk to him, and then I'll call.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yeah, he's one of your members. Yep, 22-foot Triton. All right, I'm gonna send you an accurate one under this Jerry Ackerson one. Okay, he's one of your members. You'll get it. Okay.
Okay, perfect. All right.
More shit, this shit keep.
Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the riches. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens.